My name is Joanna. Today is August 3rd, 2017. I'll be going over the axial and appendicular skeleton. This is the nasal bone. This in here is the sphenoid, way in there. This is the lacrimal and the ethmoid right beside it. The zygomatic, the maxilla, the mandible, frontal, and the vomer. The posterior skull, we see the parietal bones on each side, the temporal bones, the occipital, and the mandible. On the lateral skull, we see the occipital bone, the temporal bone, parietal bone, the frontal, the nasal bone, the lacrimal, the ethmoid, the maxilla, the zygomatic, and the mandible. This is the inferior skull. Here is the ethmoid, the frontal. This is the occipital, the parietal. We have the sphenoid and the temporal. The vertebral column will start with the atlas. That would be C1. This is the atlas. This here, which is C2, would be the axis. And the cervical vertebrae go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. The thoracic spine starts here. This is T1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And here's 12. Excuse me. The lumbar spine, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This here is the sacrum. And the coccyx is this bone right here. This is the thoracic cage. This is the sternum. This is the body of the sternum. This is the manubrium. And we'll start with true ribs. True ribs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we'll count the false ribs, which are 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 11 and 12 are both false ribs and also floating ribs because they do not attach to the sternum at all. This is the appendicular skeleton, the pectoral girdle and upper limbs. We have the clavicle, the scapula, the humerus, the radius, and the ulna. This is the hand and wrist. Here we have the scaphoid, the lunate, the triquetrum, the pisiform, the hamate, the capitate, the trapezoid, the one at the end is the trapezium. Then we have the metacarpals and the phalanges. The pelvic girdle and the lower limbs. The ilium, the ischium, the pelvic bone, the femur, the patella, the tibia, and the fibula. The ankle and the foot. This is the calcaneus. Here is the talus, navicular, the medial cuneiform, intermediate cuneiform, lateral cuneiform, and this is a cuboid. Here we have metatarsals and phalanges. Thank you for watching.